Alrighty, what is up people? It is me, Monster50, and welcome back to another episode of Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. In the previous part, we ended up getting through all of the S-Rank arena, meaning that we got all the arena finished, got all of the OST chests that we could possibly get for the time being, and in addition to that, we also discovered what was hiding underneath that laser barrier in the Watchpoint Alpha, which happens to be Institute City, but not before getting ambushed by V4 Rusty, being determined that both him and I were too dangerous to keep on Rubicon, and so we were both sent on missions to essentially eliminate each other. So, unfortunately, even though we did beat Rusty, he did escape, and I know that he said, buddy or whatever, and, at the end of the day, he escaped, and there's no reason to pursue him, but we have Institute City to attend to, and so without further ado, we're going to head to Institute City. Now, the stun needle set that I built a few episodes ago, this is the set we're going to be using, because I'm not going to lie to you, this is the set that I've used to beat this mission over and over again, and it was the best one that I ended up, feeling like I could use, for it. Now, there was another one, I might end up making something like that. I mean, while my Raven one is similar to that was actually able to beat it relatively okay as well, but at the end of the day, we're going to stay with my tried and true that I ended up going with on, one of our first times, beating the mission that I was able to beat the mission with consistently. And so, highly recommend you do some tuning, you fine-tune your builds, everything like that, and the reason being is because this, like I said in the previous episode, is the Malenia of Armored Core 6. So if you know Elden Ring, Malenia is a really tough boss, and so we're going to be hitting a very, very tough boss, arguably the toughest, but one of the toughest, if not the toughest boss in the game. I consider it pretty tough, but I'll tell you which I actually find more difficult than this, and that's maybe just me, but without further ado, folks, it's time to head out and explore Institute City, reach the Coral Convergence.
You saw the ruins. Institute City, the mausoleum of the sinners who caused the fires of Ibis. The coral's right there, waiting. Arquebus has ordered us to discontinue the survey and hand things over to their own AC squad. 621. We're done with the corporations. Wipe out the Arquebus AC squad and get to the coral first. When this job is over, I'll tell you about the last of my friend's requests.
Alrighty, folks. So, as you saw, we have two ACs that we're going to end up having to fight. Gun 3 Wu Hua Hai, as well as V6 Maeterlinck, who we've both fought in the arena. So, we have a Vesper and a Red Gun, actually. So, as we saw in the description of Wu Hua Hai, he actually betrayed the Red Guns and is now working for Arquebus. So, without further ado, folks, let's head out.
621. From here on out, Never mind. Just trust your instincts.
Your voices are so close now. This is my home.
Alrighty, these two really aren't that bad. Like, this is probably the easiest part of this mission, I'll be honest with you.
This is too risky. Commander, needs us now. Please, come in. This is Vaderlink, requesting backup.
AP at 30%. Repair kits remaining.
Come on. She's more annoying than anything. Die. There.
Now, come in.
Vespers left her for dead. Secure the area, 621.
Get rid of these guys.
Looks like you're clear. Keep moving.
So you can see, yes, this is the city where, unfortunately,
The vascular plant. It's still here.
He must mean that gigantic structure in the distance. Enemy detected. An autonomous grinder wheel.
shoot. Oh. Okay, so those wheels, those guys are really annoying. They have flamethrowers and they also shoot missiles at you, so that's my bad there.
Buys more time. Move out.
But you need to kill them to get some logs. So we're gonna try and kill these guys right now. Yeah, I was dumb there. I should have been floating above them. But those wheels, yeah, they're some of, in my opinion, they're some of the most annoying enemies in the game.
It's still here.
Alright. There's another one here. Yep, you can see that they're all log enemies, so. Alrighty. I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, there might be a secret over here. Oh wait, there's another one. Yep, I knew there was, I thought there was one more. Alrighty, those guys are all down. Now, I'm going to check around here, because, yep, I thought there was more of them around here. So you can see more right there.
Convergance must be trying us by now. Area 621.
2 repair kits remain AP at 50%.
Alright, that one's dead. Luckily, you only have to ever do this once, because you can get the logs from the first run through. Okay, good. And yes, there's a chest over here. I knew it. Alright, so grab this. Now, the normal way this goes, I'll be honest with you, is you ride on this bridge, and then you get attacked by 2 of them. They just launch themselves up here, and they roll right at you. But, yep, there they are. There it is. Is he gonna come back? Or do we have to kill him? What is he? He's got stuck. This idiot. Oh yeah, we do have to kill him. You idiot. Okay. Alright, he is dead. So I think we got as many of the logs as we could on this mission. Maybe I'm wrong here. We'll check. I'll check after too. But yeah. Keep it moving here. You can see the ruins of this city. Again, the city that ruined Rubicon, essentially, right? Which is why everyone has...
You're off the chart. You're close.
AP at 30%.
Okay. Those guys are dead. I think there's... Yeah, I thought there was one more. Okay. Oh, there's another one. How did that not do any splash damage to that guy?
This is getting stronger. We're nearly there, 621.
Alright, don't worry about your health too much, because, as you can see, there's a supply Sherpa, and there's a reason for it. So, be prepared before you head down here, you know, everything that you can think of. Make sure that you're just mentally prepared, because here we go, folks. This is a big fight, and it's gonna be tough.
This lake. It's all.
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
Alrighty, before we head down, give me 1 second. Alrighty, folks, sorry about that, but alright, just like Walter said, let's head right in.
The coral's rising. It's building up faster than I'd expected.
Raven, I knew Walter was.
Wait, something's coming.
Unidentified machine overhead. A response. It's a sea weapon.
The Ibis series, still functional. Get ready, 621. One more job for you. Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. Now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you.
AP at 30%.
Focus, 621. Damn it. Not like this.
Alrighty, yeah, I really entered that part of the fight. I'm getting used to fighting this again. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been able to fight this thing since we started this, just due to the fact that, well, I don't have my original save file, because I had to delete it and recopy it, right? So, trust me, I'll be able to do this. This is just a really tough fight.
Ibis series. Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. And now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you.
There we go!
Can't take much more of this.
Enemy coral response. Silent.
Wait, it's coming back.
It's reactivating.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
Its environment. It won't stop until we destroy its generator.
Alrighty, we got phase 2, so it's even faster and stronger this time around.
choral resonance. It's fading. The machine's resolve, inherited from its creators. Voices from the past, fading into...
No! 61, move!
Raiden, you're losing control.
Damn it! They were one step away. Target neutralized. Yes, yes. I left the subject alive as instructed. Only a fool would try to outfox Arquebus. I'll see that the unruly dog is punished and brought to heel. Let's not forget the Hound's master either.
Alrighty, so I didn't get to really give you guys any tips and tricks for this guy before we went into it, but CL240, this thing is really tough. It's really fast. It has a lot of AoE wide sweeping attacks. The first thing I recommend is the first thing it'll do is it'll shoot all those drones at you, and then it'll come in and slash at you. You have to just dodge towards it or sort of out of the way of it to get rid of to dodge that immediately. The reason I use the songbirds and the stun launcher is because it has those moments when it'll dash and it'll stop for a couple of seconds. Those are the moments you can really stagger it by hitting it with the songbirds and the stun needle launcher, and then you can hit it with the wide range sweeping attack. The other thing you can do is equip that to something that has the pile bunker and is a little bit faster, because you can compound that, or you can do double songbirds. That also works. Those are the most effective ways I have found to beat this thing. I usually like to have at least like 3 repair kits going into the final phase when you get to the second part of it, when it actually revives itself, because it does a lot of damage in the second phase, like way more than in the first one, especially if you're not careful. It still has those moments, but they're fewer and far between, so definitely recommend you just pick your moments wisely. In the first couple attempts I really just dropped the ball on that, but this is the build that I've used to consistently beat this the fastest. The other one that I've used to consistently beat it is one with the pile bunker. I'll see if I can end up crafting one eventually, and to beat this thing easier. Maybe in the next playthrough that we do, right, for the second playthrough, the third one. But yeah, just wanted to give those tips and tricks. Make sure you, as soon as you see it slash at you, just try to dodge as much as possible. Try and dodge out of the way of its drones. Don't necessarily try to keep up with it, because unless you're running like a lightweight AC build, you're really not going to be able to keep up with this thing at all. So, yeah, but as you can see, that absolute piece of garbage snail assaulted us after we beat the sea weapon. Got melee weapon, got a ton of logs, got new legs, which are more reverse joint ones.
Arquebus seized control of the coral, and its occupying forces swiftly commandeered the entirety of Institute City. There, they discovered a wealth of forgotten relics. Among them, experimental weapons that the Institute kept secret, fearing they were beyond human control. A group of sea weapons bearing the name of the Central Coral Control System, the Ibis series. Arquebus also claimed a towering coral siphon, abandoned since the fires, the vascular plant. Now, they toiled to repair the plant and extend its reach beyond Rubicon's atmosphere. The Liberation Front no longer had the power to stop them, and the fires of war continued to smolder as the end drew near.
Raven? I found a message addressed to you. Decoding and playing back.
621. A friend of mine sent a request. No. This one comes from me. You know what hidden dangers lurk within the coral. The fires of Ibis should have wiped the coral out, but it survived. Gathered, and it's been steadily multiplying ever since. Now the coral convergence is growing at an exponential rate. Eventually, it'll spill out from Rubicon and contaminate space itself. The coral must be burned, 621. Even if that means reigniting the fire that scorched the stars. This isn't an order. It's a legacy. My fallen friends entrusted this duty to me, and now it's my turn to hand it on. 621. Feed the fire. Let the last cinders burn. I have one last job for you. Find your freedom.
Raven. Now I finally understand what Walter was thinking. This AC. He must have foreseen this outcome and prepared for it. It's time for us to escape.
Main system activating combat mode.
Yep, so this AC is terrible. It's really bad, but I mean, considering the situation we're in, it's better than nothing, right?
Coordinates in the AC systems. He's showing us the way out.
I can't believe it. Is that an AC? Where did it come from? That piece of scrap's alive. Is that Institute tech?
You should avoid combat as much as possible, Raven. I'm afraid this AC is no match for your abilities.
Yep, so jamming rounds, so it'll disrupt enemy lock-on, so the left hand fire will be able to do that.
They're at a disadvantage. Let's find a way around them. If they do spot me, then we'll have to
ECM! Damn it! I can't lock on!
Raven, now's our chance.
Alright, let's grab this real quick. Secret video record testing new components. Video record extracted from a wreck. One can see performance tests of an unpiloted AC. An officer's voice being heard in the background. I see no significant difference in performance compared to what an AI can achieve. How very disappointing. This experiment was another failure then. Regardless, I will have answers. The arrival of ACs brought the age of unpiloted craft to an end. But what essential difference makes them superior? Send a message to the factory. Have them leave the torso intact next time. Alright. Ow, ow, ow. We're getting wrecked by this.
30%.
Here's our way back to the surface. This AC should have just enough propulsion. Is this the outskirts of Institute City?
This is E-Fixator, calling all security team members. Raven, the independent mercenary undergoing re-education, has escaped. Be alert for anyone hiding in the environs of Institute City. Tighten the net.
Arcus is on high alert. Use your scanner to avoid combat situations. Searchlights. We'll be in trouble if they spot us.
Unidentified AC!
Is that Raven?
We can take that rusty old AC! Shut it down!
Alright, let's keep moving. I'm just going to try and avoid as much combat as possible. Just weave through these buildings.
Walter's message. Is he gone?
Neutralize the fugitive!
No repair kit.
Emergency beacon intercepted. And a chief's coming to pick you up. Head to the rendezvous point.
This from ID. She must be involved with Walter's mission.
Unidentified AC!
This is the rendezvous point. Enemies detected.
We found Rubicon! Off the nuke!
This is V6 Theta. I've received orders from V2 Snail. If the target resists, you are authorized to use lethal force. Stop Raven by all means necessary. You have your orders.
There's too many of them. Something else.
Hey, tourist! Having a little trouble?
Carla.
Walter. He asked me to look after you. Don't mind if I do.
Company! Another AC! Marine! 13! Those are junkyard?
She's back in the subway.
I don't just decide what to do. He'll see what I mean.
There's a lot of good, Chief. They're just teased. You should have let me handle this. Our AD is in one piece.
You're missing the point, Chatty. This is our tourist grand escape. Looks like we're clear. Better book it before more company shows up.
Sending a chopper. We retrieved the tourist's AC, too.
Once we've caught our breath, let's talk. About Walter.
Alrighty. Looks like Carla and RID came to our aid, as did we hers for a while as well. Obviously, no money for that. Alright, we get all these jailbreak parts. They're terrible, but it's cool.
Augmented human C4621. Entering standard mode. Incoming comms.
Back in your old AC? You were made for each other. The fact that you're still alive means that Walter made the right bet. All right. You deserve to know what we've been fighting for. I'll get you introduced with the next mission.
Alright, looks like we got some new parts. We'll take a look at the parts, but we're gonna save that mission for next time. So, missile launcher, I think? Yeah, missile launcher. I just saw something. Ah, crap. Might have been this. It's like another machine gun. Ooh, that's interesting. Another missile launcher, or a bazooka, essentially. Essentially shotguns. Like laser shotguns. You have the same on the... Let's see, what is this? Oh, yeah, I forgot to show last episode. I apologize for that. This little dagger, it's alright. I've never really used it, but this is the weapon that I was talking about that we ended up getting. Where is it? It's a whip. Where's the whip? Or is it in the store? Oh, no, it's in our design. Duh, stupid. No, I'll show this off. So if we go here, we can take a look at the video. It's a whip, but I don't really like how this works. Maybe someone's found a use for it. I guarantee you someone has. I'm just not a big fan of it. That's me. I'm not a big fan of how this is. Part shop, though. Go back. Yeah, looks like we got another bazooka for our shoulder weapon. Got another, like, electric shotgun. Another one. More missiles. Even more missiles. Even more missiles! This is really good for our tank AC. I might end up putting that on him. A giant... Oh, bazooka which shoots off missiles. Okay, so it's not bazooka. Yeah, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. Got some new parts. We have the head that Pater uses. We have another new head here as well. Got some new arms as well that we can buy. Yep, we got that giant leg that we can... that Chartreuse used in hers. New... what was it? New targeting system and some new generators. So I ended up buying these and testing things around, but for the time being, guys, is we have finally reached the Coral Convergence in Institute City. Unfortunately, we did get ambushed by Arquebus, but we were able to escape via Carla, RID Chatty's help. But unfortunately, now Arquebus has taken over all of the Coral, as sort of expected. But now we only have one corp that we can focus on, one of the corps to focus on, that we can try to take down, which is obviously going to be Arquebus, who is now planning to build this giant facility to take access and use of the Coral. But as Walter said, if we let the Coral keep growing, it will just consume everything, essentially. It will consume all of space, consume all of Rubicon. Everything that we know and love will be consumed by the Coral, and obviously Walter wants the Coral to burn. As one of the messages that we've been getting, you know, despite the fact that Coral is part of Air's family, these are actual people, living beings that have consciousness, that have feelings, and, you know, lives that they once lived. Unfortunately, everywhere that Coral exists, there will be blood, right? Where there's Coral, there's blood. And so we still have this push and pull that we have to deal with. But as Carla said, she's going to explain a lot of the stuff that Walter has left us behind. And so hope you guys look forward to that in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. And also follow me in the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, and once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.